to the Girls Meet Main Street channel, and today I am so excited because we have finally got our housing registration emails. And I figured, since it was kind of hard for me to find a video about what the whole process was like filling everything out, I figured that I would go ahead and do it and walk you guys through it so you guys have a little insight of what it's actually going to be like when you go to fill it out. Okay, my roommates and I are so excited because we can link up with 5 other participants, and that means that all 6 of us can link up together. I know that can kind of create some confusion for people, but if it says 5 other people, that means you and 5 other people can link together for a total of 6, and so on. I know sometimes not everybody can link up with that many. It just depends on your arrival day and what they can accommodate. My arrival day is January 16th, 2018, and that is the first arrivals, so I guess I don't really know what it's going to be like for the rest of the arrivals, but for us we can link up with 5 other people. And yay, I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead and jump into doing it. Now, in your all's housing email, it will tell you that you all have to appoint a leader to go in and fill out all of the initial information. So pick one person from your group that you all want to be the leader, and they will be the ones that goes in and actually puts in all of the roommates and links them up together and puts all of the housing information in. Okay, the first page that it's going to take you to, I can't really show you guys because it already kind of has some of my information in it, but the first page is just going to ask your name. If you have any preferred names, it's going to ask for your address, your phone number, just basic information like that. It is going to ask for your emergency contact, their name, phone number, and email address. It's going to ask if you are opting out of Disney housing or if you're going to utilize Disney housing, and for us, of course, we are utilizing Disney housing. And it's going to ask if you are married, if you want to request housing with your significant other or not. And it also has a place, if you are driving, you have to put in the make, model, the year, and your license plate number. So do know ahead of time that when you get your housing email, you are going to have to know whether or not you're driving, and just have all that information with you just to make it a little bit easier. The next page it's going to take you to is just 3 forms that you have to read over and accept. It's going to be a payroll form, a community codes form, and an alcohol prohibited form. So just look over those. It had me put in my date of birth to accept that I have read all of it and I agree with it. The next page that is going to take you to, it's going to ask whether you want to be adventurous and go random, or if you know who you would like to room with. And for me, I do know who I would like to room with, so I went ahead and clicked that. Then it takes me to the page where you actually put in your roommates' IDs. They will get their roommate IDs at the bottom of their housing email. All they have to do is send it to you, and you can go ahead and put it in. Just make sure that when you put these IDs in, that when you hit validate, it matches up with the name of the roommate that you were trying to put in, because nobody wants to end up accidentally putting in the wrong roommate, and that would just be a total mess. After you have put their ID numbers in and everything, it is going to send them an email saying that you would like to link up with them. And all they have to do to link up with you is actually just, when they get the email, click the link and go into it, fill out their profile information, look over the forms, and when it actually takes them to the housing preferences part of this, it'll already have all the information that your leader ends up putting in, and it'll have a little button up top that says unlink me. So do not hit unlink me unless you don't want to room with the roommates that are selected. So just be cautious. All you have to do when you are confirming, once all that is put in, you just have to hit next, and you're linked. The next page that it takes you to is literally your housing preferences. It's going to be where you would actually like to live. And this is what my page looks like right now. Then it asks if you want to be adventurous or if you would like to put in your housing preferences. And me and my roommates had already talked about this ahead of time, so I already had a basic knowledge of what we wanted, so I had to just look at what was provided and put it in for us. I do suggest you talking to your roommates ahead of time about what you guys would like to have. That way, the day of, if people are busy and can't really text back to you, you're not having to like wait on what everybody wants to do. So just go ahead and talk with your friends ahead of time about what you would like, the options that you would like, and just go from there. And then it says, please choose your top unit preferences. And what you are going to do here is literally just list what you want from what you want the most to what you want the least. I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture of what our housing preferences were. That way you all can see for future reference what spring 2018 had as options. I know that it does change a little bit every year. Pricing might change every year, but this is just what I had, and I hope that it can help you guys maybe trying to make some of your decisions with your roommates ahead of time so you kind of have a basic knowledge of what it might look like. The next page that you're going to get to is literally just a review of everything that you have just put in. So make sure, double check, look back at everything, make sure you put in all of your profile information correctly. Like I said, it'll have the forms on there. Double check, make sure everybody's name in the roommate preferences part is the people that you want to roommate with. And then look at the bottom and make sure that you put in all of your housing preferences from what you want the most to what you want the least. And then once you hit submit, it's going to take you to a page where you get a boarding pass, and it tells you to print out all of the forms that you have just been given. Now the reason that you want to go ahead and print these out is because it says to bring them with you the day of check-in. So make sure that you guys get a little folder or something and print all of this out and bring it with you the day of check-in. Now, Veronica is busy today, so I did go in and go ahead and complete her stuff for her. And I wanted to walk you guys through what I had to do to actually accept the link if you aren't necessarily the leader. What her email said was to complete the match, go ahead and log into the dorms and complete your registration. So all you have to do is click the word dorms, and it's the link that'll take you to it. Once you click the link, you're going to put in your username and password, and it's going to take you to the page where it asks like where you want to go next. You just click the housing registration, and as soon as you hit the housing registration, it's going to take you to the profile information. You just put in all of your profile information, whether or not you're bringing a car. And for Veronica, she's riding with me, so she's not bringing a car, so you don't have to put in anything like that if you hit no. Then you hit the next page, and it's going to take you to the forms that you have to read over and accept. Like I said, just put your date of birth in, and that's how you accept. And if you are somebody that is accepting the link, all you have to do is basically just hit next on this next page, because it already has everything selected for you. The leader's going to put in all of that information. The only thing that really is for you to do on that page is to unlink. And keep in mind that if you hit unlink me, you're going to be unlinked with these roommates and you will not be able to link back up with them. So make sure not to hit that. Everything's already put in like it needs to be, and you just need to hit next. The next page, it'll take you to the housing preferences, and same with that, everything is already put in by your leader, so all you have to do is just hit next. Then it's just going to take you to the page where you can look over everything. Just make sure you put in your profile information, same with everything else. Just make sure you put in all that correct. Make sure you're linked with everybody you want to be linked with, and make sure all the housing preferences look correct. And all you have to do is hit submit, and then you are linked up. Now don't forget, you need to print out the boarding pass and all of the forms and bring those with you to check in as well. So I hope this helps you guys a little bit, so you will get a feel for what you will be doing the day that you actually get your housing registration email. I know there's not a lot of walkthroughs on YouTube, and I would like to have seen more of these before I went into doing this. So like I said, I just hope this helps you guys, and congratulations on getting into the Disney College program. We're going to have the time of our lives, and I hope you guys get every roommate preference and housing preference that you want, and I hope you guys just have a great time on your college program. And if you all have any questions, please message me or Veronica, and we would be more than happy to answer them for you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Girls Meet Main Street video. See you guys.